Hello, welcome back to Past the Pop Culture. I'm Mrphen, and with me is also Ricky.
What's up, guys?
Today we're going to be talking about some gaming news once again. Very interesting week for news, especially because our very first topic is going to be the Halo
Halo,
mid-season update.
the updates
Yeah, I try to
that's
make
been
that
hyped
sound.
about. It's been
Yeah,
hyped,
mid-season.
and
By the way, um, let's let's talk
it's
about the
not all
three.
bad news, though. It's
Yeah,
not all bad
okay.
news. There's some other good stuff in here, and also, kind of give our little like final thoughts on the Peacemaker
Yep.
finale. So that hopefully we'll give you guys a little warning when that gets into more spoiler territory,
Hmm.
but that will be towards the end of the podcast. So.
Correct.
Yeah, I think pretty much just going into the Halo updates just right away. Uh, Everyone's disappointed. No one likes it. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard it. It's already been talked about, but
No.
I just think we should kind of just like give our 2 cents out there. I don't know. A lot of people are saying this is a hot fix more than a update.
It's definitely not a
We're not.
mid-season update.
It's yeah, no. It's a lot of people are expecting maps, maybe new guns, new game modes, at
Nope.
least like a handful. But no, it's supposed they're just adding stuff in that we're supposed to be in the game in the first place.
Hmm.
I'm just glad they like acknowledged that some of the stuff were kind of off, like the first person animations, like because oh man, I can't remember what, but sometimes every now and then it would be like you kind of get like a weird slow, not slow, but it just looked kind of weird when you do the animations and stuff,
Hmm.
and so there it's frame rate issues when you're doing that for like when you're clambering or reloading or blah blah blah, and we've had those like before where like it just totally messes us up and we're like what's going on here.
Hmm.
And so yeah, it seems like they're fixing that. um oh, but first of all, of course, my favorite thing, the range of the motion tracker in big team battle, they're increasing it from 18 meters to 24. Boy, 18 to
It's what we always
24.
wanted.
Woo!
Halo
Yeah. So
saved.
that yeah, Halo saved, man. Now I can see. I don't even. I don't know. I don't like using the motion tracker. We're typically in ranked, so we really don't. I don't
It
really
has
care about
nothing to
that.
do with us, essentially.
Yeah. Um. I mean, but to some people it's important because not everyone is a sweat and wants to play ranked. So, yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I just feel like the way they did this was like, oh, this is from your guys' feedback. This is what you guys want. And then I'm like, well, yeah,
Is
I
it?
guess, but it's like we want more content. Like that's what we want. Like this is just a hot fix. This isn't like, oh, we're gonna make things better by adding in more maps, making rank mode like more competitive and
Give us
like
stuff to do.
fun. Yeah, and yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I guess they're kind of looking into like fixing some of that where you get shot around the corner, or kind of like some weird rubber banding that would sometimes happen.
Hmm.
Uh it's just like, yeah, like that's great and I'm glad we're doing that.
But that should be a hot
But
fix, not a mid-season
yeah,
update.
like that's like that should just be like, oh guys, we're fixing this real
Wow.
quick, sorry. And then like it goes like it's just in like a random update. I don't think we should be hyping the mid-season update. I mean, it is hype in a way, but it's sad because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm glad that we're finally getting it, and I can stop getting shot around the corner because I
We
know every
shouldn't. We
time
shouldn't
I,
be excited about them
yeah, like
fixing. Like,
that shouldn't be
finally, we
what
can
I'm
play.
excited about.
Yeah.
Finally, the game's more playable. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, it's easy to complain here and stuff like that, but Halo Infinite has just had a rough development just cycle. Just to
But
be
like,
honest,
why?
because what they say, this Halo game's supposed to be for the next 10 years, or the live service Halo, or just it's supposed to be the Halo, and
Yeah.
it's like, dude, this makes me not wish like I sold my old Xbox and just kept my Halo games and just play that, because it's just like if you want to like have fun party games, I feel like the older Halos were a little bit better for
Yeah,
that.
we always play them.
I still wish that like I don't know. They would. I think they just need to be a little more responsive, because it's like every time, or not responsive, but it's just like like the last time we played, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
just it went down. We didn't even have our skins on, so
Mm-hmm.
all of our stuff was changed. We didn't even level up because the leveling system couldn't work. So whatever experience there was, we didn't get it, and it was just a mess. And they're having issues. It seems like once a week there's some sort of issue or something's down, something's not
Mm-hmm.
working, and I'm not sure if it's just something to do with the architecture of the project that of Halo, that they're just like they were just rushing through and then they just left all the bugs in to pump it out. I'm assuming that's kind of what happened,
I'm pretty sure it
but
is.
man, it's not been a fun time I think to be a Halo fan. Like shoot, even in the tournaments, they're still disconnecting on LAN, so it's
Which there's literally no excuse. Like I don't even. I still can't figure out why or how a land gets
yeah.
disconnected or like a person just
Yeah,
gets kicked out. That's like how's that
yeah,
even
I don't know,
possible?
like, yeah, and like we've had it before where like we've had it like, if you watch the stream,
Mm-hmm.
that pretty much like every time we play a game, we're always like crossing our fingers, not one of us gets booted or something like that. And
It's
it's kind
annoying.
of bad. It's kind of bad. And I know that because you're more of a COD guy than me, but the Warzone has been doing a lot of like anti-cheat stuff, kind of like they've been rolling out.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're basically trolling the cheaters now,
Which I love.
and I really enjoy this, and I hope they bring this into Halo, because there's sometimes we're like, okay, no, we're definitely getting like there's definitely a cheater here, and I
Yeah.
really hope Halo brings in an anti-cheat with. They have said that they're gonna bring in, well, they're gonna share more information about anti-cheat, so we don't know what they're gonna really bring in.
Well, this
So
this update, right? They're bringing in something to
yeah,
start to combat them. Whatever
yeah,
they
like
just said.
I
Oh,
don't know.
something's coming. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just it'll be there. Don't worry, don't
Yeah.
worry. And it's just yeah, but I do want to talk about the Warzone thing. I'm not sure if you have anything else to add on to the Halo topic though before we
No, it's just
switch.
annoying and stupid, and
It's
Halo's
just
dead.
dumb. They update, yeah, yeah. Halo is dying. They need to fix
Live
things.
service, by the way. Yeah, they haven't even talked to us or sent us a what do they call it? Like a game plan or anything. They hardly talk to like the
Oh, roadmap.
fans. Yeah,
Yeah,
roadmap.
everyone's
There you
been
go.
wanting a roadmap. People need a roadmap.
They
I
even
think people
said they're
just
gonna
need a
do it, and it's like almost
they
4 months since
we
this
need
game's released.
yeah, we need faith. Like the roadmap just literally has to be that they just get one of the artists, draw a couple boxes and be like,
Type
we
it out.
want to add in this game mode. We want to do this. And then, like, okay. And then hand it to us, like, okay, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to implement.
Hmm.
Okay. Like that's all they have to do. Like, just show us something. Like, what's next? Like, we need to know at least what's next because they hyped this up. It's a hot fix, if anything. And yeah, so it's going downhill. But
We love
I
Fort
have to
maps.
pay. Yeah, I have to pay my respects though to Warzone with their anti-cheat trolling. So if you guys haven't heard, basically, uh, the what the anti-cheat does is when the system detects if the person is cheating, or when the person is cheating, they basically make their bullets deal like next to no damage.
Hmm.
And I think this is amazing because it is supposed to frustrate the hacker or the cheater, and so that they'll keep trying to jump into games because it usually will just boot you from the game, but then
Hmm.
you just go into another one. And it's like, yeah, it's a mild inconvenience, but this is like gonna frustrate you because you can't play, you can't win.
Well, it
I'm
also
hoping like,
is. It also is making the like if you're hacking, it makes the other person
mhm.
who's not hacking invisible. So it's even
Oh
harder to even
yeah,
shoot them. Yeah, you forgot that part.
yeah. So I don't. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't remember if this also affects for people dealing with like walls and stuff. I'm not sure how if it'll detect that, but I know definitely like the cheaters, as in like they're, the cheats that you always see. They're like basically on God mode and everything, and it's just like, and then so it makes you a god essentially when they're fighting you, and it's just like it's. I'm glad they're implementing that. I hope we
Hmm.
kind of go into that direction more when it comes to cheating, because like honestly, I don't like cheating. If you're gonna do a custom map with like a custom game and you want to cheat with your friends, that's fine, but you don't go into like public lobbies.
Yeah.
And I still think that it's harder for consoles, but for PC, you usually can just hop on a server, in other games or so, not Call of Duty specifically, and then they always can like permaban the cheaters and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And I hope they implement stuff like that where the servers are kind of community run, so
Mm-hmm.
that like when people are cheating, it's just they're shamed more, they're kicked out easier. And I hope that this for Warzone really helps to deter cheaters, because I would like to see something like this in Halo where they just don't do damage. And I think it'll be a lot of fun stomping the cheaters. Of course, it makes good content when you find a cheater and then you kick their butt. So this is definitely gonna put a lot of cheaters on blast, because what's his name? Tim.
Tim the Tap Man.
Oh, I can't. Tim. Yeah, there we go. I was trying to think. Yeah, but he made a quick video because I was looking on this on IGN or something, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then like the very first clip of him is like taking out a cheater, and he got all the clicks from that, because it's like when you take out a cheater, it's like whoa, and so everyone's flipping out, and I'm like, dude, this is good, because then you can make content off of these losers, that are cheating, and then
Yeah.
yeah, no, you're a loser if you're cheating in a game like that. Like, come on, dude. Like, people are trying to have
No
fun,
ifs,
and you're like
ands, or
ruining
buts.
the
You
game.
are
Yeah,
a
like,
cheater.
bro.
Eh,
Like I
no.
said, if you want to mess around with your friends in a custom game, I don't care. Once you start, like, especially if you're acting like you're good, or you're trying to do like competitive, it's like, bro, just
Yeah.
just don't talk.
Get a life.
But
I mean, what?
but yeah, the anti cheat system I'm very excited about. Even though I don't play Warzone, I'm just excited it's here, because it's just gonna because like something that I've seen like increasingly on TikTok is a lot of people, they'll stream their live, or they'll basically go on live. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're streaming their Call of Duty content, from Twitch and stuff, and then like they're cheating. They straight up show that the person's cheating, and yeah, like people are like making fun of the dude in chat and blah blah blah, but it's just the content is going to be making fun of these cheaters a lot more, because they can't even be like, oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. No one's going to watch them because they're just going to die instantly. So it's going to kill a lot of those like streamers that
Good.
are on Twitch trying to gain clout by cheating.
Good.
So it's yeah, it'll be good. I hope doing stuff like this, it'll clean up more. I don't know how effective it's going to be, but this is a good way for the people that are working on these anti cheats to collect data on cheaters and hackers and see what they do. Of course, I don't know how well this affects like whenever you add like hardware to the stuff, so that because I know sometimes they sell like little
Like a
basically
Cronus or
like
whatever.
thumb drives, and like yeah, and then like you plug them in and it downloads the cheats, or like it allows you to cheat and do all this stuff. Like, so I don't know. I do hope that's my shining light for this week, is that we're
Anti
getting some
cheat
cheaters
works.
out. Anti cheat, because yeah, dude. Because anti cheat has not been the greatest in the past, but yeah. To kind of like go on to more, I guess, pop culture news rather than like just straight up video game news, but it still has to do with video games. Last of Us HBO show won't be released in 2022, which I wanted to get your thoughts, Fen,
I thought it was supposed
because
to.
yeah, I was assuming it was going to come out this year,
Hmm.
but it seems like we won't be getting it till 2023, if they, because they're
Hmm.
still, or maybe I should say, because they're still filming currently. They're filming in Canada, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, from what I understand, it's basically going to kind of follow the first game for the most part, with some, detours and adding some extra stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts, Fen, because I know we've both been critical of The Last of Us 2 and the idea of them creating an HBO show. So I feel like this is good time for you to rip into it.
Man. Well, okay, so they're still filming it, so it's not done. I
Hmm.
thought I thought they were done. I remember somebody saying it was done, but I it's Pedro, which is he's the Mandalorian or whatever, and that's kind of like the only reason I'm like kind of hyped about this show. But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
necessarily agree with like the casting of like anybody so far.
Mm.
And yeah, I don't. It's like I don't know what nice things can I say about this. I don't want a TV show of that stupid game anymore. Like even if it
I'm
follows the
hoping
first one, like I don't think you can replicate the storytelling or like the emotions of a game
that
and
Last
transfer
of Us
that.
was.
Yeah,
built to be a
last yeah,
cinematic game,
exactly. But like I don't think
but
you
it
can
wasn't
transfer
meant
that
for the
to like a
cinema.
movie
Yeah.
because like
No, yeah.
I don't know if Pedro can show those emotions or whoever's playing the main girl, whatever her name is. I don't. She doesn't look like her, and like she doesn't. The vibe
You
I'm
don't know if
getting
she's
from
gonna be
her,
able to be
yeah,
Ellie.
like yeah, I
I
don't
don't I don't know. I'm very kind of like on the fence now at this point. I the casting's okay. It's not personally who I would pick for most of the
exactly.
casting, but
Hmm.
I just think that it's just because I remember this was one of the first things we brought up when we
Hmm.
started the podcast, like, and
Hmm.
so I was where it was like Last of Us, like, oh, who they're gonna cast. They didn't even have the cast yet. Like,
That's
what
true.
was that, like a year ago?
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe there's just some behind the scene issues, and
It's
they're just
probably
not
like
saying anything. But
COVID or like
yeah,
maybe
I
he's
think
too
it's just
busy
mainly
making
because
Mandalorian, which he should be to get
yeah,
this show.
like
You know.
I think yeah, maybe that's just what it is. But I'm just hoping that it's good. I am gonna watch it. We will review it. If not just to trash on it.
Look
But I
forward to
do
it.
want to go into it. I do want to go into it with a little bit more of like an open mind, I think, because
Hmm.
I really like the world of The Last of Us. Last of Us, I mean, I've always shilled for it. The first one, I should say. I tout it as one of my favorite video games of all time.
Hmm.
And so I hope that the series is good, but I don't know. We're gonna see. But it's just a little update on what's kind of going on. Hopefully, because we'll get it soon. I really do hope we get it soon. But 2023 might be a little
That's
far
far.
out there for yeah. So we just started 2022. So let's see. But in better news though, we do have Sonic 2 coming out, and they've basically already announced that Sonic 3 is confirmed and that we are getting a
Knuckles
Paramount
series.
Plus Knuckles series with Idris
Ay, ay,
Elba
ay.
reprising the role of Knuckles. And I don't know, how do you feel about that, fan? How you feeling with that?
Like I don't like when shows or movies say, "Oh, there's already a part 3 coming out." So I was like, "Oh, that just spoiled part 2," or like, "Oh, maybe
Hmm.
he could have died or something." But now I know it's like, "Well, no, everyone's gonna be fine." Knuckles is the main character now. Um,
Hmm.
about the show on Paramount Plus, I don't think I would buy Paramount Plus for this show either. Just like Halo, he
Hmm.
is. I mean, he's a cool. Idris Elba is a cool, Knuckles voice. But like, what's this like? The show gonna be?
Yeah, yeah,
I
like a
don't.
lot of Sonic shows have not fallen flat, but I don't know. I feel like because I used to watch some of like the older
Yeah,
Sonic
exactly.
cartoons that like were from the 90s basically.
Hmm.
And I always liked them, but I just feel like that any kind of like modern revision or like reintroduction of any sorts have kind of fallen outside
Hmm.
of like the Sonic movie. And even then that had a really bad rough patch with how Sonic looked in the movie. So I don't know how the show's gonna go or what they plan to do with it, especially with Sonic 3 being confirmed. So I don't know like the storyline they're gonna do because I know in Sonic 2 they're basically like I remember them saying just basically like, "Oh yeah, there's gonna be all these references and all these things," and then Sonic 3, I'm assuming, is gonna basically kind of do the same thing. So I'm not sure if the series is supposed to kind of be like an in between Sonic 2 and 3, or if it's kind of its own thing more. I mean, I think they pretty much made it seem like, oh, we want to make another franchise.
Hmm.
Sega and Paramount, they want to make this a bigger franchise. So are we going to be seeing like all the other cast. I like Tails and Knuckles, and
Yeah, I'm totally
you
fine with
know,
just them. And Jim Carrey,
I
just
mean,
keep him around.
I like Shadow's cool, and all the other characters that I can't remember off the top of my head
His
right now.
girlfriend or whatever his
I
name or her name
Yeah,
was.
I think Amy or something. Yeah, and like that's fine, but I don't know. I kind of like it when it's just Sonic, Knuckles, and
The trio.
Tails. Like yeah, Tails is like probably like my favorite. I don't know. I always liked him. It's the tails, the fluffy tail. That's what it is, and the little
I mean,
skin.
I like you know
And he's in the little
Sonic 2.
biplane, and
Yeah,
he's like,
Sonic. Yeah, like they're bringing that back in the
yeah, yeah.
part
I'm like,
2.
yes, yes,
So
you
it's
know.
like, man,
And
they know their audience. I mean, maybe that's a
yeah,
good thing. So maybe Knuckles will be
yeah.
good because they do know their audience, but Knuckles doesn't really have
Hopefully,
like a lot of story. I would assume. I don't know. We'll have
Well,
to
I
wait and
don't know
see.
what they plan on doing. I do hope like they kind of take. I hope in the Knuckles series it's not just all on Earth.
Hmm.
That they kind of take it, back and like we can get to see, Green Hill and like all the cool stuff, all the worlds
Those
that they
little
got
blue
going
things,
on
what are they
there.
called? The
Oh, I
I
can't remember
always
off the top
forget.
of
I
my head,
always
dude.
ask this too.
I know. My brother would probably know.
Yeah.
He's always been into Sonic, so. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm looking forward to Sonic 2. Sonic 3 has a little bit more worried that they're already trying to get that thing going. Um, but hopefully they don't bite off more than they can chew and that they bring out quality content that's kind of like I don't know. That's like I don't know what we're gonna really be seeing. It's
It's gonna
kind
be
of a
interesting.
mixed
Yeah.
bag. Cause Sonic One, the first one, I enjoyed it for what it was. I just don't know like if I'm just gonna get tired of it by the time we
Ah,
get
yeah.
Sonic 3 and the Knuckles series. I enjoyed the first one for what it was and how it was just kind of weird. And it's just like this, you got a blue hedgehog that runs fast and they
It was
threw in the
surreal.
memes. You know what I mean? But
uh,
I don't know how much of like that meta commentary is gonna kind of like take it though. So we'll
hmm.
see though. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully it's good.
That's what in 2
But
months in April, right? April
yeah,
8th.
April Sonic 2 is gonna be coming out in April. So I'm
Hmm.
assuming by the time next year we're gonna be having Sonic 3. Since they're
Hmm.
already saying, oh yeah, it's basically in production. So I
Spoiler
don't know,
alert.
man. But Sega making that money.
Hey, I respect it.
So
Sega's
we're
hasn't
getting the
done me
Mario.
wrong.
We're getting the Mario movie still. I'm still
Oh
no.
shoot,
Don't I won't.
that's
I
this
won't let
year.
anybody forget about that.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
the Mario movie. You know,
I can't wait for that trailer.
God,
I
what is
that
going
trailer
on?
is gonna make it or break it. I'm telling you.
The trailer is gonna blow up.
If YouTube had
Either way,
dislikes, they would be probably one of the most
nah,
disliked or
nah,
liked videos.
We won't talk about the dislikes. There's a lot of controversy in that, but
Oh
yeah.
my
So with
gosh.
but yeah, I think in terms of like video games, shows, I guess like more. I mean, video games are entertainment, I guess, but in terms of like traditional
Hmm.
media like entertainment, I don't know. We got The Last of Us. I'm gonna laugh so hard if The Last of Us just blows at like the show, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna have like the Knuckles series be like just like this godlike show,
I would
and
honestly
then
love that so much. That's what I need in my life. Yeah.
because like the whole point of like The Last of Us, like the HBO show, they're all like, oh, we want to bring like video game movies in like a new direction and
Nah.
whatever,
Sorry.
and I'm like, all right now. But yeah, something kind of good though in terms of like bringing
Video games
video
to
games into like shows is that they have the Cuphead TV series. I think it's like 12 episodes or
12
so.
episodes, yeah.
Like, yeah, so they're all out on Netflix, of course. So you can binge it if you have Netflix, which I don't know who doesn't have Netflix, but check it out. I do like it. I do like it. I did get kind of tired about halfway through. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes, and then that's kind of like the patience I have for it.
Yep.
And I think that's kind of like where it is for me. Like it's a good show. I like it. I think that yeah, like I don't think it's bad by any means,
Hmm.
but of course it does take a lot of inspiration from like the older cartoons. So pretty much if you enjoy Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes, you're gonna enjoy this show. Even if like because I've seen people play the game Cuphead. I've never played it myself.
Hmm.
But I know you fan. You played the game, correct?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So it's like I don't know if you beat it or anything. Maybe you're a game
Mm-mm.
journalist,
No,
but
it's too hard. I couldn't
um,
pass the tutorial, so my opinion's valid.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
was
Do
a
you
joke.
think that guy still? No, we won't get into that.
I hope he got
I know we
fired.
won't do
Anyways.
that, but yeah. So kind of like I don't know. You go in because I know you will know a lot more of the kind of changes and the differences. Because like right off the bat, they just didn't really go with
Yeah,
like
I was already asking. I
the
was like,
game's
wait, yeah.
story.
I was like, wait, what? I don't even think it followed the story like at all. Uh,
So are you saying that in the show they failed the tutorial? Is
yeah.
that a nod? No, I'm just kidding.
That's imagine.
Imagine.
They didn't even know their
No,
own game.
no.
But I mean, you can't
Yeah.
you can't really like recreate, a co-op,
The game.
hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of understand it, but I felt like they should have followed somehow each. I don't even know how how that game started. They should have kind of followed that route and followed like the
Hmm.
route that you could take in the game, but they didn't. Um, I think like my favorite episodes were like 4 and 5, with the where they broke their handle. Uh,
Oh,
that was that one I really enjoyed, and then King Dice
well,
was okay.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that one was okay. Yeah, it was kind of, I was getting kind of annoyed, to be honest. I was at that point, I'm like, all right, I need a little break. I think the
yeah.
last episode I watched is the I think it was episode 6 with like the vegetable garden. Yeah, I'm trying to.
No, that was
I
after
don't know if you.
six. Cause
Okay,
I like
so.
the episode I stopped on. I think it was the King Dice one. I think.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I can't
So
remember.
yeah, yeah, maybe it was like I remember because I kind of had it just kind of playing and I kind of was like watching it, but I don't know. I really enjoyed the art style though, especially like
Mm-hmm.
with the teapot house and stuff like that. How it kind of had like these. It almost seemed like not claymation, but like when they looked like they were like real sets that they created, and then they put the animated characters on
Oh,
top of
okay,
it.
okay, yeah, yeah. I see
Yeah,
what you
you
mean.
know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like because they even had like some like kind of like pseudo 3D camera movements with like
Mm-hmm.
when the with the devil and stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool. I think that's like really awesome. And I hope that I don't know, there's just something about that classic cartoon style that just appeals to pretty much everybody.
Yeah,
And
it's a good style. It's a good,
yeah.
really good style. I like it.
Yeah. And like I don't know, it was just it reminded me just like sitting there and watching, Tom and Jerry or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, like that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It got good laughs out of me here and there.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
I,
I don't know.
but yeah, it does kind of like okay, it's the antics of cartoon characters. Like of course, like if you're on the if you're someone younger, like a child or something, would probably enjoy this a lot more. But
Do you
of
think
course,
so? I was gonna ask you that.
I I think they would. I think, and I mean, of course, some 5-year-old's not playing Cuphead. I mean, kudos to the kid that's playing Cuphead. At 5 years old, like you're just
We
a
see
god
you.
at gaming or something. But yeah, like I think like in a way, like I think this is also a good way to like introduce, yeah, kids to video
Hmm.
games so they see these characters and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, they play Cuphead and then
Mm-hmm.
they can't get past the tutorial and
And
then
then
they
they quit.
rant about it online. And
Yeah.
then
And they go back to
and
Fortnite.
then so
But
yeah,
no,
yeah.
you really think like I don't? I feel like
I think
kids would not like this. Like
really I kind of feel
this
like kids would
generation
enjoy it.
kids. Like compare this to like the other
Oh,
cartoons
okay,
that
you're
are out.
right.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right. I no, I think it's enough chaos and enough things going
Hmm.
on visually. I don't know. I think also too it just looks so different than what a lot of kids consume. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip. We'll have to try it out with our nieces and nephews and do like a whole
React
experimental,
or whatever those
yeah, reacting.
kids
No,
react to
no.
a Cuphead show. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. That's how
Write
we
that
get
down.
a million. And then we try to trademark React, right? No,
Yeah,
no, we won't.
and then we get sued because
Yeah.
that's already happened like a million times.
Yeah, yeah. I love the internet. But yeah, I enjoyed Cuphead for what it was. I don't know if I really need a second season. I think just
Nope.
doing the one that they did,
Yep.
I'm perfectly happy and content with. I really don't know what's like the internet's opinion in general. So, if you guys are on YouTube, drop a comment, let us know what you thought about Cuphead. What about you
Hmm.
thought the show? And just like, do you feel like it's faithful to the game? I know that the beginning part, it's not faithful to like I guess the plot, but to like the characters and stuff. Or I don't know. Just let us know. I'm interested to see what people got to say about the Cuphead show because I feel like it's not niche, but not as many people are gonna be
They're not gonna
like waiting
gravitate
for
towards it. Yeah.
yeah. Like I don't know. Like if you're a big Cuphead fan, I think you're already gonna be watching the show.
Yeah.
But like it's not. I don't think it's really gonna bring in newcomers
Yeah. Some random
into the
person.
series. Yeah, like but I think like yeah, it'd be a good way. I think still to, I don't know, just kind of show it off. I think it's really cool. I like. I hope we see more stuff like this though, in
Yeah. Hmm.
terms of like yeah, they just do a few episodes or something, and they kind of do
Nice
like
and
a cool
short
little
too, right?
storyline.
15 minutes.
Yeah, 15-minute, animated shorts basically, and yeah, I thought it was fun. Yeah, it was a little annoying at the end, but I give it like a good 7.5. I
I
give
can
it a
agree
good
to that.
7.5.
Yeah.
Like it's not bad. It's not particularly going above and beyond. The animation is just amazing though, and that is like 90% of my
Attention,
uh,
like why you watch
yeah, yeah. It's
it.
like just to get that kind of nostalgic feeling in a way. But yeah, it has decent jokes
Manhandle.
and everything. But yeah,
Anyways, sorry.
and and yeah. So of course, I don't think if you're into Cuphead, you our
You watched
opinion
it.
should reflect if you want to watch it or not. You probably already watched it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I just want to kind of throw our thoughts out there in the world. But some other great thing
Mm-hmm.
is Peacemaker
It's
that I really
over.
that yeah, it's over. I'm very sad, and I hope to see more.
Season
I don't know
two.
if we're gonna see.
Yes, we are.
Is season
That's
two
confirmed.
confirmed?
Yep.
Oh man, dude, is James Gunn still gonna do it? Right? He
He
has
better.
to.
He better. It's like the
I,
best thing he's
I,
ever made in his life. So
it's like it's better than Guardians. It's better than
way better.
90. Yeah, 90% of whatever he's
Who
done.
was
Like,
James Gunn before
and
this? I'm just
yeah,
kidding. I wouldn't. I wouldn't go that
and
far.
so no. But he makes good stuff. So I'm like, man, I'm excited to see what we can do with Peacemaker. It's just amazing how that he just really was just so humanized in the show. Just having him go from like one of the most hated people in Suicide Squad, and it
So
just you just
yeah,
forget what he
yeah.
did.
I
You
did.
forget what he did because it's just like, and when they would throw in a flashback here and there, you're like, dang, dude, I forgot he did that, and
hmm
like I'm like, okay, okay. It's just the
I
redemption
yeah.
arc is just amazing. Um, there's just so I don't know if I really want to get into spoilers too much because I know we did want to warn you guys we get
hmm
into spoilers. But yeah, I think pretty much from here it's going to be kind of more spoilers talk.
Just a
So
little.
if you don't want to be spoiled, yeah, this is pretty much the last thing we're going to be talking about here. So yeah, but I don't know, man. That cameo at the end.
That like made. I don't know. That was. This is a big spoiler, so maybe we should talk. Big spoiler cameo
Mm,
of
big spoiler, yeah.
uh, people, which are called Justice League. I can't believe they did that because I know they name dropped as like, oh, why don't we just call the Justice League? And they're like,
Yep.
and they had their opinions about that, and then they show up, and then it's Aquaman, Flash, and then Superman and Wonder Woman. But of course, Superman, Wonder Woman were kind of like darkened
Grayed
out, I
out,
guess. Yeah.
or yeah, like the shadow, like they were not unlocked yet, kind of thing.
Yeah, that they
Um,
did him dirty. I maybe I can kind of understand Wonder Woman. It's maybe schedule conflict because she's still Wonder Woman, but like Superman, they blocked him out, and nobody knows if Henry Cavill is going to be spread or Superman ever again.
well, I don't know if you heard, but apparently Henry Cavill was seen at was it the Warhammer the studios
Uh huh.
that does Warhammer,
Yeah.
and that he came by and like he was talking to them and stuff. So a lot of people think that he may be involved with the project with
Well,
them
because
or
I
something
know, yeah,
now.
because he paints and all that stuff, so I know he wants to do something. He even said already, like, I want to make something for Warhammer, but
Hmm.
why are you gonna leave Superman? Uh, uh,
Well, no, it's not as he wants to be Superman. They
he is Superman. Like, I can't picture any other Superman. Like, he's the perfect. I don't know. Like, just thinking about him not being Superman makes me want to cry. But see, like, I have hopes because this is a tangent. But The Rock even said that, like, yeah, I want Black Adam versus Superman, Henry Cavill Superman. So, like, I think The Rock
Mhm.
has enough, like, influence to keep Henry
To get it
Cavill
done.
as, yeah. I,
You see, I hope so, but look at the fight just to get the Snyder
that's
cut.
true.
You know what I mean?
But Warner
And
Brothers is like, they need to stop being so stupid.
they're not very forward thinking when it comes to this stuff. They probably still think it's like the 1950s,
Yeah.
you know, and they're still,
People,
you
never
know,
mind. I'm
doing
not
their
going
little
to.
Looney Tunes. It's like they're still thinking that, you know, it's like old media and blah blah blah, and
hmm
they're really like, oh no, we're gonna do like this. We've always done it like this, and I don't know, man. There's just some old geezers in there, or
But,
just no one
like,
cares.
the
But like, it's just like,
success
oh,
of the
like
Suicide Squad movie, of Zack
DC
Snyder,
can be
and
making
PC.
so much money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like, Warner
it's like,
Brothers
yeah,
didn't
I'm glad.
interfere, and look how good these, like, when Warner Brother doesn't interfere, everything they make is, like, golden.
Hmm. It's
So
because it's the characters. The characters are so good. It's
exactly.
just they don't know how to handle this. Yeah, just hand them over to us. We'll do everything.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll be the directors of Warner Brother.
yeah. Nah, but like, but for reals though, like I'm very concerned because we didn't see Batman and we didn't see Superman
hmm
and Wonder Woman, and I'm a little concerned because it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, we do know that Batman and the whole Flashpoint thing, you know, there's still supposed to be some Batman in there.
hmm
Superman, it's just we don't really know.
Like
And then
who?
Wonder Woman, I think they reevaluated Wonder Woman just because after Wonder Woman 2, I think they were kind of like,
No, Ricky, that was a
maybe.
good movie. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. No,
Jeez.
no, but yeah, I really don't know what's their priorities at right
Mm-hmm.
now. They seem to be. I think they're trying to do more content for like HBO. I think that's probably going to be their focus more.
I'm fine with that.
But I don't know. I don't want them to do Flashpoint. I don't want them to try to reset everything. I think that it's going to be a mistake because whenever they do need a reset, Flashpoint is already done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can do some like Infinite Earths or something like that, or some other crisis.
Yeah, but even in
But
the
like,
comics, when everything resets, it's worse.
yeah,
So it's like they're gonna reset the movies, and it's gonna be worse for sure.
hmm I don't know, man. I really don't know where they want to take it, and I just wish that they'd either hand everything over to Snyder
Mm-hmm.
or James Gunn. I think it'd be amazing if you can have James Gunn and Snyder kind of work together a bit
Ooh,
more,
that'll be very interesting.
so that they can kind of have some sort of cohesive world. I'm fine with them being multiple Earths and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, but I think it'd be really cool to have um, one cohesive world where all these characters can reside in. I'm really looking forward to Batman. Of course, we've heard
Oh,
rumors about a
next
Joker
week.
too, and so hopefully Batman's really good. I know some people still have their doubts. I'm still pretty hyped though. It seems like most people are pretty hyped. I think Batman is going to be the main decider on what we're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I don't know, but that Peacemaker finale, it kind of confirmed some stuff for us.
Yep.
And I don't think people were very happy. But what we did get with that dialogue was amazing. I'm so glad Jason Momoa, like, he just came in. You can tell Jason Momoa likes the character.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You could tell Ezra Miller likes Flash.
yeah. I just hope that we can really give these characters a chance and tell some good stories, man. I think that's just really what it
Yep.
is. Like just to tell some good stories. I don't think they're going to be able to compete with Marvel. I think they're just too far behind. As much as I
Mm-hmm.
want them to be able to really do stuff, but I think these one-offs like the Peacemaker, you can't like in a weird way, whatever like what Peacemaker has done, Marvel would not be able to do
Yep.
as is currently right now without kind of changing what they're going for. Because I
Exactly.
mean, it is more than rated R, I guess.
I mean, there's like racism.
Yeah,
There's like Nazi, loving psychopaths, and
just yeah. There's like
boobs
yeah.
just
So
like
it's
every.
very yeah. I don't know how like Marvel or Disney in general, I should just say, would handle that,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll be seeing that with how they want to handle Deadpool. Which apparently they're going to keep rated R, but we're definitely going to have to see with that. But yeah, I think Peacemaker, 9 out of 10 for
Mm.
me.
Yep.
That was, I enjoyed every episode. I can't really say there was a bad episode for me.
I can't either. Like, I have no complaints with the show. Like, I was looking forward to
Okay.
the Thursdays.
Yeah, I was too. I was looking forward to Thursdays. I'm trying to think. No, yeah.
Now we're gonna learn the intro song and dance on stream. Right, Ricky?
I don't know about that one, but
1,000 subs and we'll do
yeah,
it.
thousands.
Yeah.
There's always that one guy somewhere, right? But yeah, I don't know.
Eventually.
What? So you agree? Kind of like 9 out
I
of 10,
I
9 out of 10
I
for you?
9.5, but it is biased a little bit. But it was like it
Hmm
was just good television. Like the storytelling, like
Yeah.
how everything progressed from one to what 8 or
hmm
whatever. Like
Pretty
even
much.
even
Yeah.
even if you're not like a comic book fan, I think you would like it.
Yeah. I my
Just
my my only problem was that it did feel like towards the end they kind of were like he kind of had to speed up everything a little bit.
yeah.
Like, but I just wish they gave him more episodes, and it seems like we're going to get that. I mean, Peacemaker was very experimental. Let's be honest.
And it
Peacemaker
worked.
is an experimental show. It's James Gunn unhinged
Mm-hmm.
and just able to go crazy.
John
It's like
Cena is a phenomenal actor. That's all I'm
he
saying.
let the intrusive thoughts win, and that's basically the show. Like when
Yep.
you let your intrusive thoughts win, and they make some of the people that you should just hate. Like in real life, we'd all hate these people, but they make them so like likable,
The whole group. Yep.
and it's just yeah. And so yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's really cool. I hope they keep James Gunn and that he can do more stuff. And
There's
hopefully
hope for DC.
hopefully Yeah, hopefully he keeps interested in that, but we'll see. We'll see. But that's kind of like my final thoughts all wrapped up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was a good talk. Good talk. But I don't know, man. I'm really looking forward to you know, season 2 of Peacemaker. We're gonna get Batman.
Batman next
Uh,
week.
yeah, and then we got
Flash,
Sonic coming out.
Sonic. It's gonna be a good
Uh,
few months.
yeah, at the time of making this, Uncharted is out. We have yet to go see it. It really wasn't a priority for us to go and see it. In a weird way, I'm kind of dreading it, but I am gonna go watch it hopefully, and then maybe we'll try to drop a review or something on it, or I don't know. We'll see
That
what
would
we
be
do. Maybe
interesting.
we'll talk
You
about it
would tear that apart. I think you're gonna tear it apart.
for next week. I hope I don't really want to tear it apart. In terms of plot, I played it so long ago, I can't really remember like everything
Quick, beat
that
all three
happened.
games real
But
quick.
be it all, just do it on like the hardest difficulty, and then just like
There you go.
do
See,
everything in like 10 hours. 10 hours
just
speed
do a
run.
mod where it's like Tom Holland or something. Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
he's gonna
kind of
be in
cool.
Fortnite. They're doing
Oh yeah, I
Fortnite.
don't
They're
want to talk
supposed to
about that.
drop
Nope.
them in
All right, end the
Fortnite.
episode.
Okay, all right, guys. Follow us on social media at Past the Pop Culture. Of course, we're always streaming. A lot of Halo content. Uh, Pretty
Even though
much
we
every
hate it.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there or be square. No, but we'd really appreciate if you guys drop by and hang out. If you guys want to always, of course, continue the conversation and talk about Peacemaker or the anti cheats or whatever, Halo in general, because we're always playing that. It's always a fun time. So feel free to drop by and hang out. With that being said, I think we're pretty much done.
Yep.
All right. See you
Peace.
guys.